Hey, what up guys? Welcome back to yet another episode of MIK CHECK, where we spotlight a few of the things happening in gaming, tech, and entertainment news. Today we're going to talk about the long-awaited livestream event from Xbox that released on July 23rd. What did they show? What did we learn? How did it hold up to Sony's latest reveal? More on that after the intro. Okay, so let's start off by talking about the one that we all know about. The one that they've been talking about since we first heard about the Series X. Yes, you guessed it. Halo Infinite.
Well, obviously.
Yeah, we were all expecting to see more from the flagship title, but a lot of people were pleasantly surprised to see them show us an actual demo with almost 9 minutes of gameplay. And even more surprised with some of the details we learned. One of the first things we see in the demo is that Halo Infinite is going to have an open world instead of the linear levels that the previous games in the franchise had. We can see the player briefly looking through the map before picking an objective and heading towards the action in a warthog. The feel it gives off is more similar to the map style of something like Borderlands than the previous Halo games, and I'm curious to see how it'll look when we get to see a bit more gameplay. Another thing to note is during the brief look at the map, we can spot a tab for upgrades, which is something else that's new to this franchise. An IGN interview with studio head Chris Lee and associate creative director Paul Crocker confirmed that Master Chief will be upgrading his equipment as he explores the Halo ring. Speaking of equipment, one of the cool new toys we get to see from the demo was the Spartan's trusty grappling hook called the Grapple Shot. So we can see him using it to close the gap on enemies, grab objects to throw at his target, and what you'd expect from somebody with a grappling hook, pulling himself up to higher ground. There was also some nice footage of some new guns and a new villain, the Brute Warrior War Chief Escharum. Alright, so I gotta be honest. I haven't really played Halo in a long time, and I wasn't really excited about it going into the event, but some of the stuff that I saw made it seem fresh and interesting enough to maybe check it out. Okay, next up, let's talk about Obsidian. No, not a game called Obsidian. I'm talking about the acclaimed video game developer that was gobbled up by Microsoft back when it went on this developer buffet binge a few years ago. Why are we talking about them, you may ask? Well, it's because a lot of fans have been wondering what they've been cooking up for Xbox, and we just got our answer. A hell of a lot. Now this is coming hot off the heels of their big hit Outer Worlds that dropped last year, so it makes sense that they revealed a new DLC for it titled Peril on Gorgon. This DLC takes players through a noir-esque adventure on the mysterious Gorgon asteroid. The game got a lot of fan love, and the only real criticism the game received was that some thought it was a little too short. So it's not crazy to assume people will definitely be on board for this expansion. They also showed us a little more of their critter-filled Honey I Shrunk the Player survival game, Grounded. It's set to release July 28th for early access and actually looks like a lot of fun. But the big reveal from them came from a brief yet hype-inducing trailer for their first-person fantasy RPG, Avowed. Now, at first glance, this might come off as some wannabe Skyrim game, but the thing is, these are the guys behind Fallout New Vegas, a game a lot of people consider the best in the Fallout franchise. Another thing to look at is this game is taking place in the same universe as Pillars of Eternity, a loved RPG strategy game from the same developers. So, we have a well-crafted magical world, a team that knows how to make a great first-person RPG with swords, magic, and monsters. Well, sounds to me like it's gonna be a hell of a time. Xbox actually showed quite a few exclusives with their livestream event, and we could talk about those all day. But I know you guys don't like me that much, so we'll just talk about the ones that actually caught people's attention. First up, we have Forza Motorsport. Not much to say about it. If you like racing games, you'll probably love this one. The franchise is known to push the limits with next-gen graphics, and to be honest, I'm starting to think they're just showing us real-life footage of people driving and telling us it's a video game. Prove me wrong. Next to bat, we have As Dusk Falls, the new interactive drama from Interior Night. What's really interesting about this one though is Interior Night is a new Xbox game studio led by Carolyn Marshall, former lead game designer from Quantic Dream, which is best known for their PlayStation console exclusives like Heavy Rain, Beyond Two Souls, and most recently, Detroit Become Human. The style seems to be a big departure from those games, but we can expect to see the same gripping storytelling that made games like those from Quantic Dream so captivating. We also have Phantasy Star Online 2, New Genesis. For all you MMO, JRPG, LMAO, BTWTF players out there. I kid, of course. And I'm not sure if this is actually going to be an MMO like its predecessor, but the combat looks like it will whet the appetite of any fast-paced JRPG fans out there. Wrapping it up, we also got to look at State of Decay 3 and Warhammer 40k Darktide. Both look creepy, dark, and pretty damn awesome. Alright, we gotta look at some great games, and that's only scratching the surface. I'll leave a link to the full event down below so you can check out everything they showed off. But let's take a look at the big reveal. The one we were all hoping for, and toward the last few weeks, actually betting on. Yes, after tons of waiting and rumors, we can rest easy knowing that there is actually a Fable game in the works. We don't actually know how far along the game is or what the actual gameplay will be. We only got a hilarious and very brief reveal trailer, but it doesn't matter. It's coming and we couldn't be more excited. So now that we got to look at everything, what takes the prize? Now, you guys might be thinking it's maybe Fable or Halo or Forza or Avowed, but sorry to say this, you're wrong. No, the biggest reveal wasn't awesome gameplay or exciting reveal trailers or any new information about the new games. It was that every game, and I mean every single game showed at the event, will be available day one on Xbox Game Pass. What? Yes, you heard me correctly. All of those games will be available to play as soon as they come out for the low price of $10 a month. 15 if you want to pair it with Xbox Live and get games on both Xbox and PC. Guys, this is an incredible announcement. Microsoft has been pushing for Game Pass for a while now, and it was honestly a pretty great deal before the announcement. But knowing that you can pay just $15 a month, having instant access to over 100 games on Xbox and PC, and be able to play every single one of these games when they come out without spending a single dollar more, this is a really big deal, and Sony and Nintendo have nothing like it. It's the first step towards gaming moving in the same direction as film and television did with companies like Netflix. And hopefully it catches on because it's such a great thing for developers and consumers alike. Alright, so we looked at everything. The big question is, how did it stand up to Sony's event? Honestly, I feel like this event didn't have the same excitement that Sony had. But that makes sense. Not only has Microsoft been giving us a little bit of info at a time, versus Sony's method of dumping everything on us at once, but Sony also had a big advantage with Spider-Man. Yeah, Halo and Fable has its fan base, but we all know you can't mess with Spidey. It also doesn't help that Spider-Man is actually coming out with the PS5, and we have no idea when we'll actually see Fable gameplay, let alone play it. The console wars are really getting heated right now, and I'm excited to do my big comparison video when the prices finally get revealed. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more tech, gaming, and entertainment news. And if you be so kind, why don't you grapple shot that notification bell for me? Till next time. More on that after the intro. And I'm gonna like stare real creepy in the lens. More on that after the intro. Creepy stare. Done. Xbox. What did they reveal? What did they reveal? And what did they reveal? All expecting to see more from the flagship title. Flagship title. 3. Oh shit. The style seems to be a big departure from those games, but we can expect to see the same gripping storytelling. The style seems to be a big departure from those games, but we can expect to see the same gripping storytelling that made those games. The style seems to be a big departure from those games, but we can expect to see the same gripping storytelling that made games like those from Quantic Dream so captivating. Is it shot that like? Don't forget to be available on Game Pass. The console wars are getting very, very heated. The console. All right, we looked at everything, so the big question is how did it. More similar to the map style of something like Borderlands than the.
Borderlands.
Why did I go so? I was like, you know what?
Borderlands, man.
I was like Crazy Earl. Am I in the frame? Am I in the frame? Yo. 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 Am I in the frame? Am I in the frame? Yo. 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 Am I in the frame? Am I in the frame? Yo. 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 Am I in the frame? Am I in the frame? Yo. How much battery we got?